Arirang Radio.
It's time to tune in and discover the best of K-pop and Korean culture on Radio News. Welcome back. We're going to kick off the second hour filled with me, Chiep, and tonight in the studio we are going to be joined by the person who's also known as Hidden Jam, or this person is Michelin 3-star vocal tones. Jay Chang is with us tonight. Welcome.
Hello.
Yeah.
Michelin 3-star vocal tones.
How do you like that? Yeah?
Quite nice. I feel like a chef.
Thank you. All right, so how's life?
Life has been good.
Yeah.
Been very busy,
Yeah.
doing a lot of different things. Recently put out
Right.
a new album and just been working to promote that. Yeah.
Must be quite hectic for you to go through all those schedules since you're part of like two different groups and
Right.
you're also active as a soloist as well.
Exactly.
So how are you handling that?
Oh, it's been good. My my companies, they do a good job with kind of controlling the schedule and
Alright.
making sure I get enough rest in between. Even though it's a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
I do make sure to rest myself well.
Yeah.
But I think the hardest part is probably just keeping myself like at 100% all the time. But for the most part, I haven't had any problems this far. It's only been a year though, so.
You know what? This comes from a person who sees you as one of my nephews because we have that
yes.
age gap. But here's the thing. I think you should be eating a lot more well, man.
You think so?
I think you lost a lot more weight.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I ate.
I could
really
definitely
good
tell
today,
by
though.
the jawline you have.
Oh, yeah,
going on.
like
I mean,
that.
you already had a sharp jawline back in the days, but now it's like razor blade sharp.
Oh yeah. Perfect.
Well, looking good.
Thank
All right.
you.
Anyway, since we're joined by a lot of your fans, do you want to read any comments on YouTube?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes. Jay, I'm in the middle of traffic, but that won't stop me from seeing you.
Oh.
Please keep your eyes on the road.
All right. Anything else?
Yes. You need more coffee. I had
yes.
coffee today. You know what? Recently, I've originally I wasn't really an ice Americano person.
Yeah.
Because I haven't sungjang,
Right.
I haven't improved
Oh.
yet in my with my taste palette, but it happened.
Okay.
Very
good for you,
recently,
good for you. So how do you like it so far?
I love it. I love it. I love how bitter it is.
What do you think is so special about it, though?
I have no idea.
I know, right? It's one of those things that you have no idea why you're drinking it, but you keep on drinking it.
Especially if I'm eating let's say I have something sweet on the side.
Right.
It just goes so well together.
Right. So what kind of snacks do you usually pair up with ice Americano?
Well, let's say either a brownie or a cookie or some sort of bang.
Oh,
It always the contrast, the bitterness and the sweetness.
Yeah.
I sound like a Michelin 3-star right now,
Right.
but
And texture too. Usually when you're eating brownie, it's a little too dry, right?
exactly.
And coffee is always there to fill up that moist for it.
right.
All right.
Right.
Anyway, with that being said, speaking of snacks, do you know when's the perfect time to eat snacks is?
Sometime in the afternoon.
Sometime in the afternoon when you're watching animation, brother. And speaking of animation, what's your favorite animation?
My favorite animation
Yeah?
lately?
Yeah?
Lately there's this show
Yeah.
called Arcane.
Arcane.
Yeah.
Okay, what's that show about?
It's based on
Yeah?
League of Legends lore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nuts, but it's so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ever played that game before?
I actually I started playing it 2 weeks ago.
Oh, good for you. Isn't it quite addicting though?
Yeah. there's a phone version.
Yeah.
So whenever I'm going between schedules,
Yeah.
while I'm idonging,
Oh.
it's I'm just
I didn't
doing
know
that.
they had phone versions.
There's a phone version.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm
Yeah.
definitely going to download it.
I
this
wouldn't.
afternoon. Yeah?
Don't once you go in, you can't go back.
All right. Well, my favorite one is the one called Dragon Ball. And there's this main character who goes by the name of Goku, right?
Yeah, there
and
is.
what a coincidence. You wore the mask of Goku, but in blue, right?
Yes, I did.
On
Blue
this show
Goku.
called Masked Singer.
That's right.
Gawang in Korean. So
I see the segue. I see where that went.
It was smooth, right?
That was really good.
All right, thank you. So how did you like being on the show?
Oh, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't hard at all.
Yeah.
I would say because all the rounds were filmed in one day.
Right.
So all I had to do was just come in with songs prepared, and you really didn't know. It was literally just singing.
Right.
You just walk on the stage.
Right.
You have the mask on, so you don't have to say anything.
Right.
So you just walk on the stage
Yeah.
and you sing a song,
Yeah.
and you have no idea
Yeah.
whether or not
Yeah.
you make it to the next round.
Yeah.
It's just you sing, and
Yeah.
if the audience likes you,
Wow.
you move on.
Wow.
If not, you go home.
I mean, it's such an interesting perspective from him about this show is mainly because a lot of singers that I met in the past, including myself with the mask songs, we tend to be more confident in singing in front of loads of people around there. But you, on the other hand, you thought it was nervous, right?
Yeah, I felt way more nervous with the mask on than I did without.
Yeah.
I think it's just because I feel like up to this point I've met so many people that kind of like know and trust in my vocal abilities, so I can be pretty relaxed on stage. But on a show like this, especially since it's the most like prominent singing show in Korea, like if people don't know who you are, it feels like you're all the way at the beginning and you need to like prove yourself again and sing as perfectly as possible. So if I'm being honest, the first 2 rounds, I couldn't get through the stage without my like knees buckling. It was like really nerve-wracking. Yeah.
But you did a wonderful job on it, though.
Oh, thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Well, I gotta say about this show, A Masked Singer, I think it was the most comfortable show that I've ever been on in my entire career, is because they don't let you, preparation-wise, they don't even let you talk to other staff members when you're doing a rehearsal. They make you wear the mask,
if
right?
you have to go to the bathroom.
Right. And even in the rehearsal room as well, they won't let you take off your mask, and they won't even let you talk to other instrument players or even with other writers or producers even. So they keep it confidential until the very end, the point when you go on stage. So
when were you on it?
I was on about 2 years ago.
Oh, what was your mask?
My mask was a manhole, if you know what that is.
A manhole?
Lit up a manhole, yeah.
Okay.
You can't really picture it, right?
No.
So when I first heard the concept, I was like, huh? What kind of mask is that? They literally gave me the mask that's shaped like a lid of a manhole, the round shaped one. Yeah. On the road, yeah.
Okay. I wonder how
random,
they
right?
how they choose it.
I know, right?
Like, what's the process?
Yeah. I mean, it's all random, I think.
Because
They probably don't know.
Okay, manhole. Okay.
So about the show, Hi Hello says, you did insane, Jay. And Kim Jae says, you were fantastic. And SYL says, the nervousness did not show at all.
Oh. Well, thankfully, I had a tool to help hide it. You know what I mean?
All right. So a little more about the show. So how did the rest of the members react to your...
Oh, they reacted very well.
Yeah?
I got a message from the members. I specifically one from the member Sungmin.
Yeah,
he's my. He was like, oh, like I knew you were good, but Jesus, like, something along the lines of that. But, so it felt good. It was really it was a lot of fun being on the show and getting to kind of show different styles that I don't usually sing. So, yeah.
All right. And while I was watching the highlight video of the show, well, you shared some special thing about your dad, right? He used to be a part of a rock band.
He did. He used to be in a rock band. He originally wanted... Oh, it was called The Wilsons.
The Wilsons?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of music they released?
Rock. Like good rock music. They none of the members had the last name Wilson, so I don't know why they were called The Wilsons.
But there must be a reason. Your dad must have told you in the past, no?
I asked, and he said it was like cool.
Oh, what?
So they call the Wilsons, cool, very cool. Yeah.
So you must have got a lot of influence from your dad, I guess.
Oh yeah, a lot of influence.
What kind?
I would say a vast majority. No, I would say all of my musicality comes from my dad. I find it very easy to pick up things musically. And I'm really thankful because originally he was not a drummer. He was a guitarist and singer of his band, and he wanted to teach me guitar. But because as a child I kept banging on the table, he was like, "All right, I'm just gonna put him behind drums, whatever." And then it ended up being really good because now like my rhythm's pretty good, and like my ears are very good, and I have all my dad to thank for that.
I could definitely tell you were kind of flowing freely on top of whatever instrument you were given on top of. So thank you so much. So you have any special memories related to your dad from when you were a kid?
I do. Yeah. So there's this music festival in Chicago called Lollapalooza. And every single year he would fly us down to Chicago to go watch the festival. And it was a lot of we watched a lot of different bands, people that I didn't even know, or like songs that I've never heard before,
Yeah.
obviously because I'm a kid, but just being open to like the world of music, the culture of bands, festivals, things like that. As a young child, it definitely lit a fire, I would say.
Right.
And like that I want to also be in this world of music, and
Right.
and I can't see because of him, so I can't really see myself doing anything else.
It's a really admirable thing for him to do to his kids is mainly because that festival that you just said, it's a festival with long history.
Yeah.
And price-wise, pretty expensive as
Yeah.
well. So it must have cost a lot. But wow, I think the result turned out amazing. Well, this one's going to be the last question about your dad. Can you briefly sing a line from one of his songs? If you can.
Okay.
Yeah?
Let's see.
Yeah?
Oh, that's a all right.
You weren't expecting this one, right?
I was not expecting this one. From what? Okay. The child in your arms, the child in your arms. Yeah.
Woo!
There's a song called "The Child in Your Arms."
Yeah.
And that was their most famous song, I think, back then.
Okay.
If you actually listen to the song, my dad, you'll recognize my dad's voice just because it kind of sounds similar to mine.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I want to do the comparison right now.
Right now?
It's on the
Yeah.
streaming platform, right? That's
Oh,
what
no,
that
it's
starts with the
definitely-
letter S.
I don't think it does.
Really?
Yeah, it's on
Wait.
YouTube though.
The Wilsons, right?
Yeah.
The Wilsons. And well, there is a female duo who goes by the name of the Wilsons. No, not on this one.
Okay.
All right, maybe on YouTube sometime later. All right, thank you so much. So let's speak about your second mini album, Neighborhood. So what is this album about, first of all, before we get to the track list?
I would say the overall concept of the album is nostalgia, wanting to kind of escape the troubles of adulthood and go back to a time where it was free and there was nothing much to worry about.
When were you free the most?
Like in high school.
Yeah?
Or middle school, like high school.
Yeah, high school, I guess you can say that. But high school, that's the period you get pressured a lot by a lot of things going on, like SATs and stuff,
true.
right? So
Yeah.
Junior high, I say that's a little more freer down there.
I guess.
But still, what did you enjoy the most during your teen?
I would say just that's a good question.
Yeah.
What did I enjoy the most? I think it's just like, hanging out around
Yeah.
with my friends.
Yeah.
Just around the town
All right.
or just going on drives or hanging out at a friend's house. It was just being a kid. I think that was the most fun part about it.
That's very true. That's the special thing about being a kid. We didn't really have to do anything special, All we had to do was just walk around with a bunch of kids around you, and then that was enough for them. But nowadays, just walking around the street, and I usually go, oh, this is such a waste of time.
Right?
All right, anyway, with that, let's go through the track list. What's track number 1, sir?
Track number 1 is Paper Cut.
Okay, what is the song about?
And it's a poppy tune about heartbreak and being hurt with a separation, however, coming to terms with needing to heal and move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
One of the highlight lyrics is, my heart is paper that you're tearing.
Yo.
I should staple it back up.
Sounds very hurtful, if you know.
Yeah. A little bit.
Just by imagining how it's being put it back together with that staples. Anyway, thank you so much. Moving on to the second one. Yeah, LaSalle Avenue. What is this song about?
So LaSalle Avenue is the name of my street name growing up. And this song essentially is the same as like the overall concept of neighborhood, where it's like, oh, these days kind of suck.
Yeah.
I want to go back to when we were free and able to do whatever we want.
And I really liked this song. I really liked how you paid your respect towards the old school classics with this song.
Yes.
There's this song called Easy by the Commodores, right? Released back in 1977.
That's right.
And when I heard the melody line from this song, I was like, oh my God, this dude knows about classic Motown tracks. And
Exactly.
So were you always aware of those old school classics?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
So growing up, my dad not only showed me rock, but he also showed me, so many other genres.
Yeah?
Like whether it be hip hop, soul, R&B, ballad, classical, just so many influences. And while like as an adult, there are a lot of times where I would remember a melody of a song that I heard while I was a kid and just hum it or like try to find it by lyrics that I remember. And I would find them now. And yeah, I would definitely, because I've always had a deep appreciation for classic music.
And sound-wise, too, you try to stick to the old-school way of crafting a beat. I really loved how the chop sample of drum beat was added as the main ingredient of this track. Just kind of sounded like tracks from Anderson .Paak even. But I really love the combination of the sound melody line from the 70s, the sound from the 90s, and your voice was cherry on top, the modern part, you know?
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, thank you so much. What about track number 3, 4 Seasons? What is this track about?
So 4 Seasons. This one is probably my favorite song that I've ever written.
Oh.
It's the first song that I've ever written.
Okay.
I wrote it 5 years ago, and I've kept it in the dungeon until now.
Why? What took you so long to release it?
Well, I've always had a very specific way that I wanted it to sound in my head.
Okay.
And since I'm not the greatest at producing music, I was always waiting for an opportunity where I could. And last year, I came into contact with a very, very talented producer named Dint, and we've been friends ever since and doing music together. And I just explained what I wanted, and we kind of produced it up together in the studio, and finally we were able to kind of make something that's closest to what I was imagining.
Okay.
But the song itself is about, I wrote it when I was really low in my life and wanted to give up on being a singer. And it's kind of a track that can be interpreted in many different ways, however you would like to. But yeah.
So it's the kind of song that cheers the listeners up, I guess.
Either it cheers you up, brings you down, or makes you feel something introspective.
Hope it's the former one when they listen to this one. And what about the last one? It's featured by Tag.
Yes, it is. It has Tag on it. It's What You Need. It's a fun little dance track. And it's one of those songs where you just want to move and listen to. It's a really lighthearted track about I can be what you need, baby. Yeah.
And the music video of this song was pretty cute too. Can you tell us about the video?
So, I mean, the music video was just me messing around in front of the camera, and then Tag came to film with us, and then he was like, "You guys just like mess around," and we're like, "All right." So then we just start like dancing around. There was a toy car, and we broke that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, with this track, I could definitely feel the bond between you guys, you know. Usually when an artist from a certain group is on their solo career, they usually kind of refrain from making the rest of the members feature on top of their solo stuff. But you, on the other hand, you brought Tag to feature on this, and this was like, well, one pack being brought together again. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that was really great. Anyway, with that, we are gonna listen to this song. Well, my favorite one from this album, and come back for more. And we're going to hear this live, right?
Yes, we will.
Okay, what's this song called, brother?
This song is called LaSalle Avenue.
Yes. So, take your time preparing for the live performance.
Right.
Drink your water. And 자, 많이 보고 계시는 분들, if there's a Korean listener, 감상평 많이 남겨주시면 감사드리겠습니다. 유튜브를 통해서요. Guys, now we're about to listen to his live performance of LaSalle Avenue. So if you guys have any opinions you guys want to share about the performance, please leave them on the YouTube live chat. 준비됐나요? Are you ready?
준비됐습니다.
Okay, let's go. This is LaSalle Avenue live in the studio by Jay Chang. Enjoy.
You're watching Arirang Radio. Welcome. 201, New Jersey. Hello, Mom. Hello, Dad. I love it. Open arms and friendly faces. There's always someone, something to bring me down. But I can't place the blame on no one. Yeah, 'cause I know that the grass looks greener on the side. Endless days that I spent just searching. So baby, I know that feeling too well. One man man's heaven is another man's hell. Small town living is another way out. So tell me, darling, can you remember that feeling? The feeling keeping us from growing too old. And I can't keep myself from getting much higher. So baby, let's go back now to the south. That's why I'm easy. No, I'm easy like Sunday morning. Yeah, it's why I'm easy. No, so baby, let's go back now to the south. Destiny in all its glory, it has its own plan for me. That's right. And I can't believe, no, that the majority doesn't see. But maybe it's where I'm supposed to be. Endless days that I spent just searching. So baby, I know that feeling too well. One man's heaven is another man's hell. Small town living is another way out. So tell me, darling, the feeling, baby, it's keeping us from growing old. And a higher, baby. So let's go back, baby, let's go back. I'm easy like Sunday morning. Yeah, it's why I'm easy. Yeah, I'm easy, baby.
That was wonderful. It's Let's All Have You Live in the studio by Jay Chang. Wow.
Yes,
Dude, you did it like it was nothing. I mean,
that's why I'm easy.
wow. How do you make it look so easy, though? Is it actually easy when you sing it, or you just make it look like it's easy?
No comment.
No comment.
No comment.
All right, so here's the thing. I noticed your vocal got even better compared to the last time you came to the show.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh,
So how
thank
many
you.
hours do you practice a day?
I don't practice.
No?
I try not to practice too many hours. I think like rather than having a lot of practice a day, like you want to practice many like every day, but for a short amount of time. Because
Okay.
I feel like if you put too many hours into practicing, like especially singing, it gets like I feel like the longer you practice singing, the more damaged your voice becomes.
Okay.
At least in my experience.
So you just let it accumulate over time by doing it consistently.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Like-
so what do you
so-
practice though? Do you sing other singers' songs or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I think when I'm learning,
Yeah.
I like to 성대모사,
Huh?
vocal
Huh?
copying.
Okay.
Like so, if I want to learn a new style of singing,
Yeah.
or if I want to just refine my wow, my English is getting so bad. Or if I want to refine my my current styles, I like to listen to different singers, including myself, and kind of like listen to the song and try to recreate it as detailed as possible. And that way I can incorporate that singer's style into my own, if that makes sense.
I think the way you approach other people when it comes to singing other people's singer is quite admirable. Is because a lot of people, when they're trying to sing other people's songs, they usually end up copying it, but you are recreating it into your own style. So, right?
Yeah, that's what I like to do, I think.
Okay. And how do you practice breath control, though?
Oh.
I really like how sophisticated it is when I hear you, especially when you're doing the crazy runs.
Oh, yeah. Breath control, I would say, is the most important thing of singing. You need breath control when belting.
Yeah.
You need it when holding a note.
Right.
You need it when doing runs.
Yeah.
You need it when doing literally everything.
Yeah.
So the way I control my voice is whether I'm sitting or standing, I just keep my
Chest up.
chest up straight.
Yeah.
and keep it compressed.
Keep it compressed and
Like, if
posture
someone-
matters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If while I'm singing, someone just randomly came up and decided to punch me in
Yeah.
the gut, I wouldn't move because I'm always flexing it.
Can I actually try it? Nah, just kidding.
If you want, but I'll see you coming.
No, thank you. All right. Anyway, thank you so much for the wonderful performance. And with that, we're going to move on to the next part. This time, word card interview time.
Okay.
All you got to do is just fill up the blanks. All right.
Let's do it.
So first one, my favorite place is
My
this
favorite place-
What is it?
My favorite place is my bed.
Bed.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna come back to it later.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool.
And moving on to the second one, a Korean dish I would definitely recommend to someone visiting Korea for the first time is this one.
순두부찌개
Okay.
and LA 갈비
Okay.
combination.
Okay. Sundubu, that's a soft tofu soup. I'd say,
Yeah.
All right, thank you. And the next one, the phone on my phone's wallpaper. What? The photo on my phone's wallpaper is this photo.
My photo on my wallpaper is currently.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Picture of your parents, I assume.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
It's a picture. It's a Halloween picture.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I want to ask a little more about this one later.
Okay.
If I could only eat one type of food for the rest of my life, it'd be this food.
Eggs and potatoes.
Eggs and potatoes. Okay. That's a great combination. And next one. 3 things I'd absolutely take with me to a deserted island are 1, 2, and 3. What is it?
My cell phone,
Yeah.
a plane, and a pilot.
Okay. And next one. A moment when I thought I was really tough was this moment.
Boys Planet.
Okay. Well, you got a lot to talk about here, right?
Not too much.
All right. And these days I'm really into this.
League of Legends.
No wonder. All right. Last one. I hope everyone who loves my music thinks.
I hope that everyone that relates or that listens to my music can somehow relate to it with their own story.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right. Moving on to the first one. My favorite place to visit is this place. And
Yes.
you said?
My bed.
Yes, your bed. Why?
Because I get to sleep.
Ah.
And I love sleeping.
Considering you've been going through a hectic amount of schedules, yeah, that's
Yeah.
relatable.
For sure.
All right. And
doesn't?
next one. Why sundubuchige? Why soft tofu soup
I
for
think
the foreigners?
It is so good, especially when you have kalbi on the side.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So which one do you prefer? The authentic Korean sundubu jjigae or soft tofu soup or BCD?
I think
Yeah.
if anyone from
Yeah.
like overseas
Yeah.
wants to try something
Mhm.
that's like it, definitely go to BCD. I prefer.
Yeah.
I've been living here for so long,
Right,
you know.
right.
I had it today. I had it for
Oh,
dinner.
really?
Yeah. I was like, you know what? I gotta have it.
Yeah.
And especially, but when we were on tour, when I was on tour with BDU,
Yeah.
we went to BCD and we
Yeah.
had it,
Yeah.
and then we were like, yeah, that's fire. So
Okay.
I think it's so good.
Okay. And Alice says, what is BCD? Can you kindly explain what a BCD is, sir?
What does it stand for?
That's a franchise.
Pyeongchang-dong?
Bukchangdong.
Yes, it's a Korean food
Yeah.
chain
Yeah.
in America.
Food chain originated in America, actually.
Yeah.
It wasn't invented here.
Oh yeah.
It was invented by the first generation immigrants. there.
Yes,
Yeah.
we went to the the Ponjam,
Yeah.
the first ever BCD in
Yeah.
LA when we were there.
Yeah.
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 Solid.
Alright. Perfect. Thank you. And what about this wallpaper picture,
Yes.
though? Why
It is-
Halloween?
It is a Halloween picture
Yeah.
of a guy with a pumpkin on his head,
Yeah.
and I have it because I changed it to that
Yeah.
on Halloween,
Yeah.
and I haven't changed it since.
So is there anything else you want to make it to your wallpaper?
Well, now
Yeah.
I have to turn it into a Christmas wallpaper. Yeah. So
For sure.
please send me some.
Speaking of Christmas, what are you going to do on Christmas?
I have no plans yet, so
Maybe go.
call me.
Maybe live stream or something.
There we go. You know what? I can totally do that.
Okay.
You guys would love that, right?
Yay! All right, moving on to the next one. So you say you're going to be taking these 3 things. First one is water, is it? Oh, cell phone.
Oh,
And a
where are you
plane, followed by
Yeah.
a pilot.
Yes.
Okay, why?
Because I can call someone to help me.
Oh.
And if there's no cell service on
Yeah.
the island, which
Yeah.
there probably won't be,
Yeah,
then having a pilot and a plane
Mm-hmm.
will get me off the island.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I wouldn't want to be on a deserted island.
Okay. Thank you. And the next one, a moment when I thought I was really tough was while I was on Boys Planet.
Yes.
Okay.
At the time, it just seemed so normal because I was in a place where everyone was having a tough time. But looking back on it, I think that all 99 of us were really amazing for going through that. Like it was just 2 weeks at a time. We would go into a place where we were shut off from the world. We didn't have any phones. We did nothing but practice 24/7 every day. And we had was each other. I think that was one of the best things about being on the show was all of us were so close and had each other's backs that it made it very bearable. But like I think physically and mentally it was definitely extremely tough. But I'm glad that I did it. I'm really glad that I did it.
Okay, you should be proud of yourself. Well, I got an additional question about this show, by the way.
Yes.
So, since you had to go through several numbers of rounds, since it's a competition, technically, so how much time did you get in between rounds?
So for the first round, it was we were in groups of 7, I believe, doing just idol cover group stuff, and that round we had 2 weeks to prepare that stage.
That's so short, though.
Yeah, we also had, and then the second round we had 5 days.
What?
Yeah, and then after that round we had a week and a half, I believe.
Yeah, a week and a half and 2 weeks. That's I'd say decent
no
for
more
a
than 2
TV
weeks.
show, but 5 days. How did you manage to memorize the entire choreography and sing?
Well, thankfully, it's pretty short. It's like a minute and a half long each stage. So,
all right.
Yeah. But it was rough. It was a rough time.
All right. Thank you so much. With that, we're going to listen to another song and, actually another live performance here.
Okay.
All right, what are you going to be singing for us this time?
This time, I'm going to be singing 4 Seasons.
Okay. His favorite track from his recent mini.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to let you prepare. Drink some water. And just like the first live performance, guys, make sure to leave her, opinions about his performance while we listen to Are You Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. 4 Seasons, live in the studio by Jay Chang. Enjoy.
From rainy days to snowy haze, ooh, you make up my problems fade away, yeah. This window pane comes with no pain. Ooh, you never cease to amaze, yeah. 'Cause green grass always dies anyways, and sunlight burns me out with its rays. But you're forever, and I'll never let you go, yeah. Because if I lose you, this crystal view as I know it will disappear while you're going, and I don't want to, 'cause with every reason comes every reason to start again. Sorry, I messed up the lyrics just now. A stormy night, a petty fight. Ooh, I look out, yeah, and everything's alright, yeah. Oh, people I know, yeah. Hey, they come and go, but I love you. Ooh, just wanted you to know. 'Cause beautiful red leaves leave behind dead trees, and snowy Christmas Eves bring me down when they leave. But you're forever, and I'll never let you go, yeah. Because if I lose you, this crystal view as I know it will disappear while you're going. And I don't want to, 'cause with every season comes every reason to start again. If I lose you, oh, this crystal view as I know it will disappear while you're going. And I don't want to, 'cause with every season comes every reason to start again. Yeah. No.
What? Dude, I'm speechless. What?
Thank you.
Wow, that was Four Seasons by Jay Chang. Guys, can you believe it's a live performance, what we just heard?
Yes.
Well, I would like to compliment a little more about the song, actually, is because, do you know who D'Angelo is?
D'Angelo.
No?
No.
I'm glad you did know about him. So here's the thing about 6/8 notes, 6/8 rhythm when it comes to making a song like that. So this 6/8 rhythm craze began with Taeyang from YG Entertainment in this country's music industry with a song called Nun Koib. You know how the rhythm flows in that song, right? And he got inspired from one of D'Angelo's track called Untitled, How Does It Feel, released back in 1990s, early 90s, from an album called Voodoo. And after that, a lot of people have been trying to recreate this song from D'Angelo, but they miserably failed because they usually end up sounding like D'Angelo. But yours, however, wow, I've never heard a singer who came up with the song based on 6/8 rhythm sounding so original. You know? So thank you so much for putting in so much effort into creating this album,
Not a problem.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's a
All
huge
right.
compliment.
Now, let us move on to the next part. And this time we're going to be going through the questions from your comments.
Okay.
Questions from your fans, not the comments. All right, first one coming in from Patricia. Hi, Jay. First off, congratulations on your comeback. I know you were on the King of the Masked Singers recently, and you did amazing. My question is, can you see through that mask? Did you take it home as a souvenir? Love from Poland.
Hello, Patricia. Thank you for the question. I did keep the mask. They let me keep the mask.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they didn't for me.
They didn't?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Yeah,
okay.
they let me keep it.
Okay.
And no, I could not see. Well, I could see.
Yeah.
But like, okay. So take your current vision.
Yeah.
Make like the tiniest O possible with your hands and put it to your eyes. That's about as much as I could see.
Okay.
So let's say I had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
That was the worst experience I've ever had.
Can you expand?
No, I can't.
All right. Let's move on to the second one. It's from Nicholas. Dear Jay Chang, I just wanted to take a moment to say how much I love your singing. Your voice is truly amazing and it always touches my heart. Congratulations on reaching the final round of King of Masked Singer. That is such an incredible achievement and I'm so proud of you. I'm really curious. How was the whole experience of being on King of Masked Singer? It must have been so exciting and challenging. Also, which song did you find the most difficult to prepare for? Thank you for sharing your talent with us. I'll always be cheering for you and can't wait to see what you do next. With admiration, from Nicholas.
Oh, thank you. It was a very good experience, but I would say that the most difficult thing about it was the song selection process.
Okay.
Because finding not only a song that fits my vocal tone, but also would be impressive enough to gain the votes of the viewers, that's definitely the most difficult part. Darling was the most was easy for me because I had already known the song. I'm a huge Taeyang fan.
Okay.
So I already knew Darling. Miracles of December.
Yeah.
12월의 기적 by EXO. That one was the most difficult because it was a suggestion from the producer.
Right.
And I loved it when I first heard it because I've never heard the song before. So I love the song. I wanted to do it, but because it's a group song, it's originally sang by a few of the members of EXO. Singing it as one person was hard in itself, and I had to figure out a way to make the first verse different from the second verse, and then make the first half of the song be interesting, but also not too interesting because you have to leave the second half of the song to be like the impact point. The dynamic, just trying to prepare that song was the most difficult for me, I think.
Okay, thank you so much. Moving on to the third one, we got one from Annie. Hi, here's my question for the best fifth generation K-pop singer, Jay. If the album had its own flavor of ice cream, what would it taste like?
Ooh. Banana Oreo.
Why?
Because that was my favorite ice cream as a kid.
Oh,
and it still is.
Okay.
But I haven't had it in like 10 years.
Don't we have it in Korea though?
Oh, if you do,
we don't.
You have to let me know.
Okay, I will let you know as soon as I find it.
Please.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. All right, next one coming in from Adrian. Hello. If you were to describe your 2024 in entirety with the shows, whether a cartoon, animation, movie, etc., you have watched so far, what show would it be? Which character would fit your 2024 story?
Whoa. That is an absolutely insane question.
I know, right?
I'm going to say Ben 10.
What's Ben 10?
Ben 10 is like a kid's show where the main character can like change into different monsters.
Okay.
And I feel like I've done way too many different things this year. So that's why I'm going to go with.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. And next one coming in from Garcila. Hi, DJ Sam and Jay. First off, congrats to Jay for winning 3 rounds in the King of Masked Singer. My question is, what does Jay do to de-stress/relax nowadays? He's so busy. Love you, Jay. Rooting for you. Ella from the Philippines. So what do you do to relax?
Hello, Ella. Mahal kita.
Yeah.
If I'm not working or sleeping or thinking about music, I'm either playing League.
Yeah.
or looking at basketball stuff.
Basketball?
Yeah.
Didn't know you were a fan of basketball.
Yeah, I'm a basketball nerd.
You ever dreamt of becoming one?
When I was in middle school, I definitely did, but I tried out for my school's basketball team.
Okay.
And didn't make it past suicides.
Wait, so what turned you down?
My stamina.
Oh, okay.
That's what turned me down.
Okay.
For sure.
All right.
I could not keep up.
All right, and this last one coming in from Kenneth. Hello, Radionists, and welcome back, Jay Chang. First off, congratulations on your second mini. La Salle Avenue is my favorite title track. My question is, what has been your favorite thing to work on, whether it be solo, group, tour, album, anything? Thank you, and I love you, Jay Chang.
Oh, they all have different things. I would say, well, like, doing solo stuff is always fun just because I get to write stuff just simply for me.
Right.
I mean, it's a very selfish thing to say, but just getting to write songs from my heart and soul is a lot of fun. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to write some music for the other members in my other groups as well. But until then, I have a lot of working to do, like a lot of self-improvement to do. So hopefully I can be in a spot where I'm good enough to write for other people as well soon.
Okay.
That would be a lot of fun.
Speaking of writing, are you currently working on your next album?
Oh, no, not at the moment.
Okay.
I'm sure when like this album's like promotions are finished, I'll start being able to get in the studio again. But yeah, at the moment, just focusing on this project right now.
Okay, thank you so much. With that, it's time to wrap up the show already. Any last words?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for having me again. It was nice seeing you again.
I mean, you used to be a host in this show, so yeah, welcome back anytime. Well,
of course, it's my pleasure. Thank you to all the sunlights and non-sunlights here today watching the show. It was so much fun getting to talk to you guys and also read some of the comments. You guys have been very lovely, so thank you, and I will be back soon, I hope.
Okay, thank you so much. With that, we're going to stream you guys this last track and call it a day. It's by Jay Chang with Paper Cut. This has been your host, Sammy Walls Hall, along with Jay Chang, and we're going to say goodbye together in 3, 2, 1. Goodbye!
Have you ever felt this pain before? You just feel like you can't take no more. My heart feels like it's beating out of control. So tell me now, have you felt this pain? The way you made me feel so higher, I don't know. To think that it was a lie. My heart is paper, you're tearing. That's how much I loved you. Your intentions, don't tell me. Since you said we're through, I've been thinking about us, but I don't feel regret. I should staple it back up, babe. Oh, you were in my arms, no one 나눴던 그 모든 것, but you're the one who left it. Now I don't believe in love. Don't you know I hate the way you made me feel so high? I don't know. To think that it was a lie. My heart is paper, you're tearing. That's how much I loved you.